Hi, all my friends. I am so excited to share this news that I ended up getting a inverter installed, and Kent from NWHiker was so generous and kind to help me to get that install. Now, I didn't get it installed through AM Solar because it would have been a minimum of $1,000 to have it installed with the labor on plus getting the inverter too. So I just said, nope, never mind. I'll worry about it later. So Kent said, you know what, just order it and have it shipped to where we were at in Ehrenberg. And so he ended up doing the install, through our travel. So I'm so happy that he did that for me. So what I ended up getting was a 1500-watt Tiger Claw, okay, inverter. So I'm really happy with it. So we connected it to my battery system, so 12 volt, so DC, okay, and gives me my 1500 watts of yeah, electricity. So I'm able to run my portable fan that I have, and I do have a max air fan, but I'm able to get more circulation. It's been amazing to have that little fan, which also help us to keep more cool, okay, and have that circulation. Also, I'll be able to use my all kinds of things. I have a 175-watt blender, my hair straightener, so sometimes you'll be seeing me with less hats. Maybe when I'm not in the desert so much, or where it's windy all the time, I plan on not wearing as many hats. You're gonna go, oh no, I'm not gonna be the same person anymore because I won't be wearing my hats. But yeah, I mostly do that because right now it's just too much of an inconvenience to run my generator every time I want to like do my hair straightener, and it's just my Bing straightener, so it's just not worth it for me. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to show you some clips that with him doing the install, and then actually show you the final thing, okay, the final installation and everything that he did. And I have just been so excited. He did an amazing job. I just am so excited, okay, to share this. Okay, so this is where I had Kent mount my inverter, and the writing is upside down, but I wasn't worried about that, but I just really like the location. So it's very convenient to everywhere where I'm mostly going to be needing to be connected to. So all my cords and everything will be plugged in on this side, so I'll be very close to my chair. So if I'm running at my computer or anything like that, anything that wants to be plugged in, I'm very close to it. Also, if I'm doing anything in the kitchen up here, I'm very close to, stuff up here. If I'm using my blender, if I'm using my hair straightener or anything like that. So it's just going to work out really great, okay? Now, what he did is he followed the lines that AM Solar did as they were connecting my solar to the battery to my solar controller, okay? So what he did is, so I have a on-off switch, kind of like a breaker here, that goes from my batteries to my solar controller. That's in the back. That's in a previous video. And then that has an on-off switch that goes from there up to the top to the solar, okay? But anyway, so he followed all the lines that were going to the battery, okay? So what he did is he tied in the negative to the negative on the battery, and then he put the positive that went to this my breaker switch here, on and off switch, okay, again, that goes from this to my solar controller, okay. The controller is the brains basically to my solar down and through to the batteries. Well, actually the brains is too up in here. My monitor is up over in there. Okay, that goes to my, I don't know if I can get to it, but it's, sorry. Oh, it's right there. Okay, that also, well, it's the brains that tells that what to do as well. That's connected to my batteries, and it gives me my readings and my monitor basically of what's going on with my solar. Okay, so anyways, so he then linked this down in through here. Here is my breaker that goes to my inverter, and then he followed the line that goes down around and then to this, to my on and off switch here. Okay, so he tied it all in. So he did an amazing job following all the existing lines basically, or path that AM Solar did. So everything looks professional, it's clean. I mean, I just can't be happier with the job that he did. Okay, so it is already on right now, and the great thing is that I can run my fan. So I have my fan right here, and it's very quiet. It's a 0.45 amps fan, so I just love it. Yeah, so it's just changing my whole world in here. Okay, so also I want to point out that I have a extra plug-in AC socket, surge protector type, and then also it gives me four USB ports and chargers. Okay, port chargers. So it says right on there, USB smart charger. Okay, and so, and I have that permanently plugged in to my inverter, so that gives me extra plug-ins. And then also when my door is closed, so it's mostly, this door is always closed. Very rarely I have it open, sometimes, but very rarely. So it's always protected from the outside, or anything like that. So yeah, I felt still that this would be a perfect location. Okay, so I wanted to point that out. Now the fan that I have is a Vornado. I think that's how they pronounce it. So it's really worth checking into that fan. And why that helps a lot is because my Max Air fan only has air that comes in more of this area. So you don't get this, flow directly on you wherever you're at in the van. So I use the Max Air to push the hot air out, and then I can use this fan to position it anywhere in the van or around the dogs, or it's going to allow us to position it wherever we need that better flow of air. So I'm really happy that the inverter allows that in our world for me and the dog. So oh my gosh, it's just amazing. Now I have a pure sine wave inverter. Okay, and there's a modified sine wave inverter. I have the pure. That one is going to be a closer replica of your current AC current that's going to come through from your house. So you're going to be able to run a lot more of electronics and stuff like that through your pure sine wave inverter. So even though they're a little bit more money, they're really worth having. So all of you out there that are looking into the van, getting a van or inverter, I highly recommend researching the difference between the modified and the pure sine wave. Okay, but it's really worth extra money and less trouble. The modified, the current, things are going to be maybe sound a little more motor noise, not as clean current, or you may not be able to run some devices on there. So really do your research. I'd rather pay a little extra money, know that I can run anything I want to electronics, as long as you stay within your wattage, of course, and your battery system to deal with your wattage and solar, and all that has to tie in together. So you have to be mindful of all of that as you're connecting it all together, okay? But anyway, so I'm just so happy. This has really changed my world and my van. So thank you, Kent. Oh my gosh. I will forever be grateful to you and what you did for me and my van and my pups. And now all he asked, I mean, he didn't ask for anything out of the labor, you know, he just did that out of the kindness of his heart, and he goes, give me a haircut, you know. So I'm going to attach his before and after haircut that I did for him, and, you know, and who got the better deal? You guys, you know, can decide, but no, we have a friendship for life, and so that's another cool thing. He got a haircut, and we're just going to be, you know, like I said, the best friends and good friends for life, and I know that. And all right, so I love you all. I hope you enjoy my inverter install, and I'll see you all in the next video.